Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christy with Ahn Co. It's Thursday, December 6th. I'm going to go over the markets for the day. A lot of red across the board for grains, meats, outside markets. Really only a few markets were in the green. What happened overnight, shortly before the open of grains, it came out that there was an arrest in Canada for a CFO of a top Chinese company. So this is one of their biggest companies. They actually provide cell phones. They actually just took over Apple as far as amount of cell phones sold in China. So it's Samsung, then them, and then Apple. And so it's a big corporation. Their CFO was arrested in Canada at the request of the U.S. to be extradited to the U.S. And that just caused everything for a loop, caused a lot of problems into the stock market, wondering if that's going to cause problems between negotiations between the U.S. and China. No real word has been out whether or not that's going to cause problems or not, but it put the Dow down about 400 points, was down over 700 points, coming back only down 350 right now. You did see that weakness really weigh on the soybeans as well. At one point down 16 cents, closed only about 4 cents lower. So you had a good close when it came to the soybeans. And then corn market slightly negative as well. And when you look at the wheat market, about 2.5 cents lower in Chicago and Kansas City, but really started to break before the close of Minneapolis, down 6 cents. So really across the board, a lot of pressure, and the Dow being down as hard as it is did weigh on meat markets as well. Live cattle, feeder cattle down $1. Lean hogs also down over $1. So a lot of pressure in these markets. Crude oil was down hard, did come back. I think that has to do with the fact that OPEC did decide to make cuts to production to try and deal with the oversupply of oil. It's been yet to be determined what kind of cuts they're going to make, but they have agreed to make cuts to production. So that could have been helping. You did see a very large draw in crude oil stocks that was not expected as well. So you were able to lift it from being almost $3 lower to being just over $1 lower on the day. But overall, there's a cloud of negativity really around these markets concerning China. Anytime you get any news, you're very sensitive to the trade here. And we're going to have to wait and see tomorrow's trade to see what we have for export sales, see if that can boost soybean prices. You're also going to be having traders really start to pay attention whether or not we can see some private sales to China for soybeans. If you don't get those pretty soon, you have to continue to feed a bull story. And if you don't get those, you're going to really run into some problems. I do have to close with a disclaimer. Trading in futures and options involves risk of loss and is not suitable for all producers. Have a great day.